Hi everyone, this feels really bizarre, but I'm filming a full-blown, updated makeup tutorial, and this is just one of my everyday makeup routines. I have around 3 or 4 now, but I felt like doing this one today, and it's been a year since I filmed my very first one, and a lot has changed. So here is my bare naked face filled with discoloration, sparse brows, uneven eyelids, just everything. As you can see, I'm not perfect. I always moisturize first. Today I'm using Clinique's Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. I squirt around a pump and a half of this and I just spread it all across my face, making sure I don't leave out any random spots to make sure everything is moisturized. After that's down, I put some sunscreen on. I'm using Shiseido's oil-free UV protector. See? Guys, I said Shiseido right this time. Anyway, I shake the living crap out of it because it says to shake, and then I begin to apply it on. I'm beginning to really like how watery this consistency is because it just feels really, just doesn't feel thick underneath my skin, which is something I can really appreciate. I can't forget to moisturize my lips, so I'm using Nivea's Milk and Honey, and it's a great balm, one that absorbs quickly and smells bomb. Now moving on to foundation, I'm using Makeup Forever's HD Foundation in N20. This foundation is something I bought a few months ago when I realized that my previous foundation was just completely off. A little bit goes a long way, so I'm glad I splurged on it. And I first just apply it just all across my face, and then I'll use this Sigma Flat Kabuki stippling brush, and then I just kind of buff it all across my face to make sure everything is just evenly on my skin. For under eye concealer, I'm using Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles. This one is in light, and I use this underneath both my eyes. And as I will demonstrate, I use it underneath my eyes and on the bridge of my nose to create more dimension, I suppose. Not sure if it makes a vast difference, but I don't know, it's the thought that counts. Then I use my second Maybelline Age Rewinder in the shade Medium as just a regular concealer. And then I apply that underneath my lips, the corners of my nose, and just some random spots. And then I just continue to blend all the way out. After that's finished, instead of powdering, I like to move right into bronzer. I use NYC's Sunny to add some goldenness to my skin. And I use a large angled contour brush to apply this. And I know a lot of people use bronzer after they've powdered, but I like to put it on before because that way it doesn't rub off throughout the day. And when I put it first, the powder just seems to seal it in and I never have to reapply it. And for application, I just make kind of a 3 shape on my cheeks, and I guess that's it. It's time for powder now. I'm using NARS's translucent powder, and I use a fluffy blending brush first to apply it underneath the delicate parts of my skin, like underneath my eyes, and also just the hard to get corners, like in between my nose and around my mouth. And then after I've got all the details, then I move in with my large powder brush, and then I just apply it all across my face, and then it just locks everything in place and seals all my hard work. Moving on to brows. Unfortunately, I was not blessed with strong brows, so I'm just gonna draw them in. I'm using Dark Horse from the Naked palette, and I'm using a freaking paintbrush that I got at Michael's around 2 years ago. Whatever works, right? Then I'm going to just apply the Dark Horse on just the meat of my brows, if that makes sense. Don't even touch the edges, just work on just the place where there's the most hairs, and then you're done. I'm just kidding. Then I'm gonna go in with Anastasia's Brow Wiz, and then I'm gonna really get in that brow action by just physically drawing the eyebrows. If you don't have brows, whatever, just draw them in and you gotta just make it work. And just look at that face of concentration. I don't know what to say. Then I use my spoolie to blend it all out. And then I like to set my brows with this No Name Brow Gel. I can't remember where I got it. It was either Rite Aid or CVS, but this thing used to be clear. So let's zoom into the eye makeup stuff. I first use Urban Decay's Eye Primer Potion. I got this off Outlook and I got it for really cheap because it's still in that old bottle. And then I add a little bit to each eye and then I try to blend this out to the best of my abilities. And now my eyes are all primed. Then to add some eyeshadow base, for my highlight I'm using this shimmery pale jumbo stick from Wet n Wild. It's around $1 and most excellent. Now you're going to want to apply this to the inner thirds of your eyes, and here are some words of encouragement. Now it's time to use a darker base. This is Urban Decay's Rockstar. It's this really dark, dusty plum color. It's super versatile because you can use it for any smoky eye base. And then I add a dark matte dark brown eyeshadow from this trio, and I just apply it on top of the base. The trick is to blend as best as you can. I mean, there's gonna be times where your eyes are uneven, but eventually you'll just get the hang of it. Just practice makes perfect. Then I'm going to use Tease from Naked 2 palette as a blending color. I'm using a fluffy brush from e.l.f. and just use that to seamlessly transition the shadows to the color of your flesh. And this is optional. This is if you want to take it to the next level, and I'm going to take it to the next level. You're going to get a dark or a black matte shade and just apply it to the outer thirds of your eyes for a really intense look. Now it's time to highlight. I'm using Booty Call from Naked 2. Apply this to where you put the pale shimmery highlight base that we previously did to just enhance the look. Also, I'm going to apply it to the brow bone for more dimension. Now that's out of the way, I'm using Milani's eyeliner in Espresso. I'm using that to line the outer lower thirds of my eyes, and then I'm going to use a smudge brush and just blend that all out. Then for eyeliner, I use Maybelline's Line Stiletto. I'm still using this, haven't found anything better. I still feel the same about it from when I first used it, which was 2 years ago now. It's whatever. It's like the best whatever. I'm just not in love with it. I'm still in the market for a new eyeliner. Okay, anyway, you're gonna want to make a baby cat eye shape. And here's a legitimate question for you all. Does anyone else sneeze every time they do eyeliner or mascara? I sneeze every time and it's really annoying. Then I'm going to curl my lashes using this one from Shiseido. And then I'm moving on to mascara with Benefit's They're Real. And yes, my lashes are real, they're sparse, and very sad. Anyway, I'm going to coat my lashes so they're somewhat visible. I'm going to do the best I can. Unfortunately, I wasn't blessed with luscious lashes like some of y'all. Anyway, since I can't do much with the top, I'm gonna really play with my bottom lashes. I'm gonna go out on the town with these. I just try to coat them as best as I can and as thick as I can. While the bottom lashes are drying, I go back with Maybelline's The Falsies and I go right back on top and just give them a nice little extra coat. And I find that these add a little bit more length, and sure, they look a little bit spidery, but when you have not as many lashes like I do, spider lashes are better than no lashes. So this is the look. Voila. We're gonna move on to blush. This is Benefit's Coralista, and it adds a nice punch of coral to your cheeks. And this has a little bit of shimmer to it, which is nice in case you don't want to go in and highlight. But I like to highlight anyway because putting makeup's fun. I'm using Benefit's What's Up, and I apply this to the highest portion of my cheek, and then I'm gonna blend it with my finger. Dude, we're coming to the end of the road. I'm finishing off my lips with 3 Concept Eyes Lip Liqueur in Bon Bon. And this color is just stunning. It's a peach nude color, perfect to pair with smoky eyes. And doesn't that just look delicious? I just love the color of it. I think I just really like peaches. Anyway, I'm letting my hair down now and we're finished with the look. There's a close-up of my eyes, and I hope this wasn't too excruciating to listen to. This is only my second time ever filming a makeup tutorial, and if you guys liked it, I'd really appreciate it if you would like that button on the corner to indicate that you would like more makeup tutorials, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, but before I leave for sure, if you have an Instagram, my username is I'mJennim. It should magically appear on the side of my face, and Here's some extra kisses for you guys and a little bit of tongue action in case you're into that stuff. All right, bye!